And good evening everyone who is watching the stream of AD arrives on air, and welcome to well, that's going to be a strange stream because it's kinda not really the normal one. So let me actually make it a little bit quieter even. So, as you know, I've been experiencing some issues with my PC, and I believe it was because of the faulty CPU. There are still options. Maybe it's not this faulty CPU, like that scandal with Intel about their 13th and 14th generation top tier CPU, like 900 and 700 CPUs. So 13900 and 14900 and 13900 and 13700 to 14700. So I happen to have a 13700, so kind of prone to that fault. Whatever that fault is, nobody really exactly knows. Something about overvolting the CPU. So I swapped the CPU. I have another CPU running. It's not as good as 13700, not as good at all, but it's 12600. So, and it's actually kind of just a little bit faster than the one I used to have before 13700. So 7900X, the old Intel HEDT platform X299. So I'm kind of a little bit back in time in terms of my performance, my PC performance, but let's actually try to play the game. So my problem would be with the game that it either would just start crashing every 20 minutes, the game, or after a couple hours the whole PC would just not crash, even not at first. First I would lose mouse and keyboard, then I would start losing like windows, I mean image, but not like OBS and whatnot. It would still be streaming, and then after a little bit it would crash completely, leaving in logs some absolutely random errors, sometimes memory related, sometimes like not memory related, different processes, so nothing specific at all, every time different stuff. So today I just decided to swap only the CPU, not the motherboard, not the memory, only the CPU. So let's see how it goes. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to test all possible combinations here. So this is the another CPU with the old motherboard, then it's going to be old motherboard, old CPU with another motherboard. So, but let's just do a little bit of running around. I cannot see the servers. By the way, today the devs have released a new update to 1.26 that actually has a line in its changelog related to the in-game server browser. So something about like filters not working properly in 1.26, and maybe that's my problem here. So oh, this is crazy. That I haven't seen before. There's another mistake I'm going to show you. So this is just the servers finally loaded on my community tab. Look at the amount of players on this one. +2, and there's like 2 million, no, 21 million. No, not 21. 214 million. No, 2 billions 147 millions players. So that's crazy. So Let's just define server to play on. Vanilla with good ping. So on Sahal, if we can actually do it, apply filter. Okay. So let's see. So gonna be a little bit hard to find the server not running any mods because Sahal is considered a mod. And they're all showing that they have mods. So can we see server details? It's not showing actually the mods running on the server in this browser, which is a bad thing. So give me a second. There's a ton of server available. It's just pretty hard to find the one that's like full vanilla and not PvE. There's a lot of PvE Sahal servers. Yeah, look at this. What the hell's this? Unfortunately, it's showing really barely any details. No, there's a ton of modded ones, and I unfortunately cannot figure out which ones are modded. The icon shows that they are all modded. They gotta fix that. In this one. Interesting. The server is wrong. The server version is wrong. There's a lot of vanilla, but they have unfortunately mention another mods just in the line. Vanilla Plus, it's like it's so freaking confusing. Who the hell had just that audacity to call their mod Vanilla Plus Plus? Broke the ability to search by just filtering vanilla, because now everybody has that vanilla plus thing in their name, in the name of their server, and it's like insane now because of that. There's a ton of vanilla plus, and other vanilla servers actually running mods. And you cannot filter out like vanilla plus stuff. Okay, let's see. No, even vanilla servers don't let me to connect. That's so freaking annoying. Nope. Your server cannot have vanilla in its name if it runs mods. So stupid. Nope. All community servers are modded. Okay. Found one. It says literally no mods. Okay, so it's not going to be a really coherent gameplay or anything. We're just going to spend some time in the game trying to see if, well, if the game randomly crashes again or something else starts happening, or the PC just again starts behaving weirdly. So just found the server. Of course it's like low pop because it's local. Шумная, which means you can translate as noisy to Russian. Yeah, toponyms, they do not get translated, but well, I mean, if you want to, you can. First things first, trying to survive. So at least this server says it is vanilla. Okay, so let's just start playing the way we normally would play. Let's try to survive a little bit and maybe just run and land like crazy. Definitely not leaving ourselves chances to survive. Badly damaged already. Enough like to start exactly one fire. Yeah. My frame rate is not great because the CPU is not what it used to be. I'm still streaming to Twitch and to YouTube, and because that's how I like things, I'm actually... Stop crafting another fireplace. I'm actually encoding everything on the CPU. So an OBS currently consumes like 30% of CPU, and it would consume even more when when I'm running, when I start running, when I start moving around really fast. Okay, let's get warm as fast as we can. At least I could connect to the server without restarting the game a couple times. But maybe it's not my problem. Maybe it's not my internet connection problem. Not really. Maybe it's like DayZ problem. So they have released a new patch. Unfortunately, only 2 experimental. And as far as I understand, there are no experimental Sahal servers. And I wanted to play Sahal a little bit. So I couldn't find experimental Sahal servers. And sorry, what's that? Huh. It's like a piece of a window frame, but floating. So, but I've been testing if the PC was working properly before the stream. So I played DayZ without streaming it, and I have a character going on one of the experimental servers. Maybe we'll switch there. I was actually looking for a spark plug there. I found the boat on the coast, and I was looking a spark plug because it's a good way to create a lot, to move fast enough to make the game loading new and new, more and more assets. So a car, a boat, that's like a nice thing to have for this type of testing. But for now, let's just survive. Though, because of my because of my new CPU that's old, I get like 45 frames when I look in that direction. Okay, I want to get the second plus. That'll be enough time to loot the village, find some better clothes, some food, and start moving out. I don't know where Shumne is. Okay, this server doesn't have a map, which is good. I like it. You gotta find a map in game. Okay, my temperature, it's like a plank standing here. The temperature is not really changing anymore. Is it the max I can get? I guess then it's the max I can get. Let's go. Oh, medical building. Got crabs. Let's give you crabs. That's insane. Added salt, 100% meat, natural king's crab. This is USSR product since like, I don't know, 1952 or something. Yeah, this seems to be empty. Oh, nice. Frozen pepper. That's my first food here. I actually don't even know if you can grow things up on Sahel. Pants that are in better condition. Well, not in better condition, but offering a little bit better insulation. Light. Pickaxe. Nice. Though it's not as good as it used to be against zombies. Yeah, these fishing villages, they are like insanely detailed. Forced insulation will fall apart on me, but at least it has a little bit deeper pockets. Vitamin pills. Tracksuit jacket, medium insulation and deeper pockets. Okay. This is too damaged to be cut in pieces. I like the sound of the ambient sound of the coast. Seagulls and whatnot. It sounds really cool. And zombies cannot hear you sometimes because of the sound of the water. Interesting. I can see the tracksuit jacket. Look. I can see that the texture of it loads a little bit later. which is strange. Well, maybe because currently my OBS consuming like half of the CPU. So... Oh. This scene spawns here. Is it normal? Okay. Fishing rod, fishing rod. Can we find a way? Keep it. Only in our hands. Doesn't have a hook. This raincoat is actually in good condition. Let's start surviving. Not... Oh crap! There's zombies. Okay, let's leave this here in this house. That's part of this clock. I'll get back to it, I hope. Some of the bots will spawn things. Oh. That's high insulation, but the pockets are not that deep, and I need pockets. I don't want to cut it yet. Do you have anything? Duct tape. This one doesn't push them back. And my capri pants are already damaged. This is still frozen. I'm going to leave the duct tape here as well. Yeah, this was stupid. I'm not cutting every single goddamn armband into back into... Oh, nice. Back into a rack. That's more plates. So maybe the reason of my crashes wasn't exactly the CPU or the problem with the CPU caused by Intel screwing things up. It's actually a very nice thing to have. But I literally have no space. I need a zombie with a backpack. So... Oh. Okay. Now we're good to go. Killer Worm, good evening, welcome. I like the HAL a lot, of course. Why wouldn't I? I have no problems with it. I have problems with my PC, so that's what we are trying to figure out. When the blood is in, what do I need to do to the bloody scene to stop it from crashing? So, maybe it's happening not because of my CPU aboard by Intel on the factory. So, can I put... No, I cannot. I mean, this is cool. This is cool. Don't know what's better. So this like doubles as a face mask, I guess. So maybe when I was swapping the CPU today, I figured out that the socket retention bracket, the one that I'm using, the custom one, the one that's supposed to hold the CPU more evenly and create more even surface of the integrated heat spreader of the CPU. So it was kinda, sorta, a little bit not screwed in. It's not supposed to be tight, never ever. So you don't make that custom bracket, you don't screw it in tight. It'll just, the motherboard just would stop working, and the CPU would stop working. That's a whole engine here. Oops. I'm having a little bit too many of them. Okay, I'm going to get you maybe through the windows. Now? Okay. So the image is a little bit choppy for me and probably for you. That's because the CPU is not as good as the previous one. I mean, in theory it's not faulty. Oops, I'm freezing. But it's not as powerful as the previous one, so... And I didn't change any settings in my OBS, so I'm actually consuming a lot of CPU power for encoding. And I'm that person that encodes everything on the CPU. That's why sometimes FPS would go below 60. Which is, of course, not normal. And sometimes things would feel choppy. I know it's like the effect of it. I've seen it many times when I was figuring out the best settings for streaming long time ago. Was that a bear? Okay, I wanted to do what? I wanted to do hands. And with this hat, I don't think I can wear anything on my face, right? Hands. I'm not sure what's better, this hat or this and something else. Okay. Freeze. That's survival for you if you don't want to die. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking actually about the fact that maybe all my problems with the previous powerful stop crafting fireplaces, with the previous more powerful CPU 13700K were caused not by just the fact that the CPU might be ruined, well, faulty from the factory defect, but maybe by the fact that there was a problem with the CPU socket retention bracket not keeping the CPU down properly, because the problem would only appear after and under certain type of loads. So pretty crazy, but either the game would crash after 20 minutes, which is actually a very common behavior for those Intel faulty CPUs, just game crashing, or I would start losing USB, mouse and keyboard, then Windows, I mean Windows like in Windows, the images in Windows, and then eventually it would be just blue screen, but after some time of some special effects, like first losing control over the PC and then more and more and more and more. So maybe that's not the CPU fault, maybe it's the CPU circuit bracket, retention bracket fault. Kinda getting undone a little bit. NVM, good evening, welcome to the stream on YouTube. I gotta tell you, NVM, that on Twitch actually my streams looks a little bit better than on YouTube. I've been streaming, I've been simulcasting both on Twitch and YouTube for quite some time, but I haven't figured out what YouTube does with my video. I don't understand it. YouTube records my video, but I don't know how to make it, how to stop it from doing that. So plus my OBS is old, never updated, haven't updated in a couple years, more than a couple years, but because of that, the multiple output plugin that allows me to stream somewhere else besides like the setting that's in the settings of OBS, so besides Twitch, for example. That one is old because the OBS is old, so things like that. Okay, are we good? We are good, but the food's not good. The food's not even close to being good. Can we please get the food done? Okay, let's just check a couple buildings around us. Hope the food doesn't get stolen, but at this time of day on local Russian servers I'm not going to see a ton of players. My hatchet is in the house. Okay, doesn't matter. So I'm not going really to take this gameplay seriously, though I'm not ignoring the survival needs. Yeah, the steak knife survival. Our goal is just to play, to do whatever. There's a new knife here. It's not a knife, it's a cleaver, and it's actually badly damaged too. Huh. Sorta kinda crash. Anything inside? No loot. Short. Yeah, okay. Matches. What a nice find. I need it. Is it better? I'm not sure about this Ushanka being better than, for example, face mask, and then that's a backpack, I guess. Yeah, nothing interesting. Ushanka being better than just like a shamak and then some cap some head. Like for example normal Ushanka. So I lost my small knife unfortunately. Found the sharpening stone a little bit too late to keep the knife going. Now I'm stuck with, I guess, this clever for now. Why did I leave this on the floor? I don't know. Okay. Let's enjoy some water. Yeah, I keep forgetting the water is a problem here. Water is a problem here. So we have space in our inventory. Let's just grab it and keep it. Okay, medical building. Cars do have loot too. No, that's usually not how you find loot. Oh, that we need. That we need. A field hospital. There's the zombie somewhere behind the fence. This one, I think, no, it would be still medium insulation. Nothing exciting. And not the best weapon. I'll get rid of it. Not the best weapon against zombies. Headshot. Another damaged headshot. Thank you very much. That I do not need. Paramedic jacket. Medium insulation and pretty deep pockets. And blue too. You know what? We're going to need a rope. Here's some goat running around, and that's food. Okay, that's one stack. Nice. Chlorine. Not really going to work here. We need chelating tablets. Charcoal. Let's grab it. Let's keep taking the vitamins. We have a ton of them. So we are safe with additional pluses, but if we just lose them and if I miss it, then yeah, don't want to end up with pneumonia. Okay, that's our rope. So we can do some fishing. If we are going inland right away, that's our best chance to survive fishing. Nice. Bandages, bandages, bandages is something that I always need. Badly damaged, and this one, they're all badly damaged. Okay, almost ideal, but no food. Uh-huh. I totally forgot about that we have a fishing rod in one of the houses, but I'm not taking that with me. Oh, that I'm taking with me. That's so hard to find, by the way. It's impossible to find, and there's an explanation for that. There's not a lot of these leather sewing kits on the map. Just in general 25 to 30 or something like that. What? It's time to get rid of this. So 25 to 30. And they can spawn anywhere including the islands. So... and that makes them naturally very hard to find. Okay, so zombies killed by me are still here. So that's the fishing rod. Duct tape. I think I can fit it in my... yep. So what we need now, we need just a little bit of sticks to start a fire on the coast. And then a little bit of sticks to well, craft improvised hook. Oh, you get two. Nice. Here we go, 5 sticks for a fire. Can I start a fire just here? I think I should be able to. Craft fireplace, yes. And do some fishing from here. It's kind of windy though. It's kind of very windy. Might not be able to start the fire. It might fizzle out. Yeah. The weather is not really that great for fishing. Well, we got to do it without the fire then. Maybe the weather becomes better. Got one worm. It's interesting that they are still alive and even warm in this frozen ground. Okay, doesn't damage our clever that seriously. Okay, doesn't sound like the wind's still here. Let's see if I can start the fire again. Here we go. Okay, let's see. The wooden hooks, they say they're not as good as the bone ones. What did I get? I got a fish. Calope, good evening, welcome. What's up? I've made some hardware changes finally to my PC to try to get rid of the crashes while playing games. And now we are testing it by playing games. Oh yeah. I won't be able to fit it. Okay. Unless we just lose the fishing rod. So unfortunately didn't catch the ones with the caviar. That would be a nice bonus. Oh, I think I know the place. Not that far away, technically speaking. So maybe I shouldn't go inland, but following the coast, I don't know. Zombies don't disappear. It's interesting. This is going to be my food here. Some kindling. Calope, thank you. I hope it not only looks good, but plays without crashing. I hope it would perform accordingly. So far, one thing already hasn't happened. It's every 20-minute crash, but every 20-minute crash, it's not a 100% thing. Not something that would happen every time. Often, but not every time. And again, because it's all kinda extremely unreliable. The crashes are not reliable, so you cannot really trigger them. So they just happen, and they happen after some time. That's the only thing. So we need to find water. And we are, I think, somewhere here, yeah. Oh, we can go to this. This is a prison camp. Part of Gulag system, Sahalek. I can go and take a look at this one. So this is the round-shaped thingy, the antenna in a dome. It's this one. Eastern peak. And as for water, oh yeah, we have some here, which is very, very, very good. This road goes straight to Sahalek. I don't need. I can craft more, always. Yes, we got give this clever a little bit of love. Just give me a short second. I'll be back. Crap, I forgot about the fish. Well, technically I could eat it with charcoal. I have actually two. Could be possible still to enjoy the fish with charcoal. I left them in the fireplace and left for a second, but that was enough. Kalopa, yeah, I've done all the BIOS updates and everything. That didn't change anything. I've tried already a ton of things. Unfortunately, ended up with no changes. But yeah, it would crash just after 20 minutes, like on timer, or it wouldn't crash, but then in 2 hours the whole PC would crash. Panaton, good evening, welcome. Ah, no, I can see you. Okay, let's go and drink a little bit. According to the map, there is a little bit... Well, there is a water source here. Hey. Gonna get you. Welcome. And Swaff. People are joining in. Oops. What to use to kill it? So the water source is somewhere inland, somewhere here. Maybe over there. Let's take a look at the map. So it says that it's this in this green area on the edge of it. Okay. So far so good. I haven't crashed yet. Salernitana, interesting. So I haven't crashed yet the first way my PC would crash, my game would crash actually. So far it's been an hour and no DayZ issues whatsoever. So, but the PC crash, that one happens usually after 2 hours. Nate, good evening, welcome. Nice to see you, man. So far, the first type of crash hasn't happened and not going to. But it's kinda... that crash doesn't really happen always, so... The second type of crash, it's like after 2 hours of streaming. That one happens after 2 hours way more often. Nate lapped, yep. I was testing if just the PC was able to game after the CPU swap. Change the CPU. So 13700, I swapped it for 12600. Unfortunately, it's like twice slower. Maybe 40% slower. But that's, let's say that's just for now. That's just for testing. That's temporary. One thing that I encountered while swapping the CPU is that my special CPU socket retention bracket, not the standard one with a lever, but the one that just screws on, the one that's a mod and supposed to keep the CPU on more flat state. It wasn't actually really screwed in properly. It wasn't... Well, it's not supposed to be tight at all. The screw's not supposed to be a little bit... kinda... maybe... on the loose side, but the screws were completely undone. Not completely undone, but just spinning completely freely when I unscrewed it to remove the CPU and put the new one in. So maybe that was the issue. So the first thing that I'm testing, the old motherboard, the old memory, but another CPU. If this works, then I'll switch to the new motherboard, the new memory, the old CPU. So, but first we got to figure out if our current configuration here is stable. It's not temperatures, Nate. It's not temperatures. I've tested it a long time ago. No. Either the game would crash after 20 minutes, like on timer. Either the game would crash after 20 minutes. And literally, I'm not kidding, it would be like 20 minutes. But that doesn't always happen. So it either would start crashing every 20 minutes, or it wouldn't be crashing at all. Or the whole PC would start like going down, showing pretty crazy signs that would end up with blue screen in 2 hours or so. So 1 hour, it's kind of like safe margin. So I think it's either, at this point, it's either the faulty CPU, faulty 13th gen Intel CPU. You can Google just Intel scandal, 13th and 14th gen CPUs, and you'll get enough info about it, enough articles. Only on DayZ? No, not just only on DayZ. Only while streaming DayZ. No, that would actually happen while streaming GeoGuessr 2. 14th, preparing to release 15th. So, and the CPU that's crashing, it's 13th gen, 13700. But maybe it was the retention bracket just being very loose. Okay, that's like a military installation. Zombies, I guess. Yeah, I'm getting like 30 frames here, but that's because of the crazy OBS load. I didn't change OBS configuration for the weaker CPU, just to actually give it maybe it's not really the right idea. Base Junkie, good evening. Base Junkie, yeah, I don't do overclocking. I don't like the idea of consuming more energy. That's 1911. So, but I know that the stock settings are just bad. Conaton, yep, in gaming, but there is a thing called digital audio workstation. It's a computer, sorta kinda for musicians. And I have not one but two semi-professional USB audio interfaces there. And people using AMD chips, AMD CPUs, well, musicians trying AMD CPUs, they kinda complain a lot on them. So that's why I'm keeping my system Intel, though it's of course a huge problem with that 2 generations of CPU that they're completely borked. So, but because my PC doubles as a digital audio workstation, though I'm not really doing a lot right now, so no time for that stuff. Mostly we do musical stuff at Nicolas on Space Melody Lab channel. So I don't really do anything alone these days. But again, because of the musical needs, I'm keeping it Intel. Wait, Junkie. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, man. I'm just not going to do anything. I'm happy with what I've got. I haven't actually switched to DDR5 yet. So, but FPSs, I was okay getting like 80, 100 in DayZ, so I don't technically need more. I'm still running an old monitor, 60 Hz, and I'm not going to update it until it just dies. CPU overclock by default these days. Yeah, I know. That's a sporter. Freaking hell. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's fix it. We don't have any any normal sewing kits. So for now, I gotta figure out what really crashes me. Maybe it's the retention bracket, maybe it's the motherboard, but probably it is the CPU. So, but I'll keep figuring things out. This is only the first test. Unfortunately, to test it, I'll have just to stream it. Okay, let's see if I can eat it with a little bit of charcoal. Okay, base junkie. Okay. Well, I mean, for me, I cannot do AMD anyway, so for me that's not an option. Gotta keep things Intel. But I've been having enough problems already. I'll think about music maybe when I finish up some other projects. For now, we have a working digital audio workstation. His PC, Nicola's PC, at his place, so that's gonna be enough for now. Anything spawns here. You cannot go inside, that I know already. I've seen the place. Any loot? This place is kind of disappointing. Oh. Okay, a little bit not that disappointing. There is a damaged SKS. Look at the thing that I found. Nate. I found the laser serving kit. It's some random community server. Vanilla though. And I don't think they changed loot tables. So, but I found the laser serving kit. So is it like 20 to 30 of them on the map, and including all the islands around? Yeah, okay. I cannot kill you silently with this hatchet. Oh yeah, that's why I have a ton of bandages on me. I see. Nate, please tell me, is it possible to run experimental Sahal server? Because I haven't found a single experimental Sahal server. Okay. Yay. That zombie is annoying. They broke that. Oh. Insane. That's a ton of broken stuff already. The zombies are empty here. Better gloves. Some insulation. So the leg. The prison camp down there. We are currently here. So there's a road that goes there, but technically you just go in this direction and get to the prison camp. XP DayZ does no players own it. It's interesting that they themselves didn't try that. It's crazy that they don't have any Sahal experimental servers. They're supposed to, because they have vanilla, they have experimental Livonia and not just Chernarus. And they ended up not figuring that problem out. Not catching that problem earlier. Okay. Oh, I'm getting cold. That's not good. I forgot about that part again. Well, we can have a fire in here. They're on vacation. Yeah, probably. They've been working hard on this DLC. Okay, I'm full. I'm not going to eat it anymore. Taking all the pills. Hope I doesn't catch anything from these meats. And we are going to the prison camp. Sahal prison camp, a part of the Gulag system. Because that's what it is. It's called in Russian Sahalag. Sahalag, sorry. Sahalag. And lag means, well, what it is. So my FPS is lower than normal because OBS is loading the CPU way higher. This CPU, it's actually twice slower than the previous one. So 12600. Oh, hi there. I have a shotgun on my back, single chambered, so that's going to be pretty much the same stuff. So, and I didn't change OBS settings. Hi there. It's a lot of barracks. It's a lot of barracks. Curious if I have a fire barrel anywhere. Only in the tower. Way back in 6th generation of the CPUs. Yeah, there's like a lot of them. Oh, cool. One round to load in there. That's an anti-bear gun. Okay, I don't know if this place has any fireplaces. I'm going to the tower. The tower 100% has a fireplace. $25. Actually, they are not that bad if we are talking about gaming. Bushlat. Oh, bushlat. Bushlat. They offer best insulation when they are good. That's badly damaged. I cannot fix it, so not swapping to it. Okay, I hope there's a way to get out of here. Because you know the security in this place and places like this tends to be very tight. Oh, there's a way to jump off. Oh crap. Jump off. Like from here. Prisoner pants, not good. We died twice here. Well, I mean, the server is low pop, because it's a Russian server, it's like deep night time. Uh-huh. That's how you do your prison escape. How you escape Gulag. Yeah, if you ever get that far. Okay, everything's cool. There's a fireplace. We just need a little bit of fuel. Yeah, my FPS in land is like 37, 40, but that's because of OBS now consuming not 13-15% of the CPU like it used to do with the more powerful CPU. Now it's consuming in the same settings 50%, from somewhere around from 40 to 50%. So that of course kills the FPS. Have any food? Eaten the fish, including the one that I burned completely, and I'm good by the look of it. This gun's badly damaged, but okay. Everything's okay. Okay, let's get warm again. These pants, they don't look that good for the place, but somehow they offer low insulation, not just the worst insulation. So you cannot wear any face masks with this Ushanka, I suppose, but you could wear like glass. Maybe you could wear something like a balaclava ski mask. Looks in YouTube chat, welcome man. Sorry, I'm not really looking at all the chats, so I'm a Twitch streamer, and I automatically pay more attention to my Twitch chat. But I'm trying to be better and actually keep my eye on several chats at once. Plus I got to finally change this small thingy that I use to display the Twitch chat on my screen. I got to swap it for another thingy that can do both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and even some other platforms. But first got to figure out the PC problems. Oh, Chamber Senator, welcome, good evening. So 1 hour 24 minutes, getting close to 2 hours. So speaking of inner workings of DayZ, so do I remember it right that this thing spawns only like up to 30 pieces items on the whole map, including the islands? I keep saying that, but am I right? Do I remember it right from your stream, Nate? So because people been reporting, people been telling me, people been just talking about it on streams that it's almost impossible to find on Sahel. Connachton, I'm using for a mic. Well, you can Google it. Recording tools MC520. recording tools MC-520, but it is being processed by my secondary audio interface. My secondary audio interface, Steinberg, I use it as a just standalone audio processor, because the thing can be configured and then it would remember the processing settings and it would only need power to actually work without even USB connection. So, but it's a full-fledged audio interface, just not with a lot of inputs and outputs, but with nice, well, kinda filter curves and things like that. You can boost some frequencies and push some frequencies down. So, by the way, this microphone is supposed to have a pop filter inside it, but mine seems to be not that good as two microphones of the same model we have at Nicola's place. So you won't find that recording tools microphone anywhere but in Russia, Germany, and China. It is absolutely... Oh, yeah, that's why I did not fix that bushlat jacket, because I found another one. I expected to find another one. It's police uniform or warden's uniform, but what you gonna do? Well, it says police. It says Kamchatka. But by the way, Sakhalin, a real place in Russia, that's not a part of Kamchatka. So real Sakhalin, well, Sakhalin, it's not this cold at all. Okay, there was a hole somewhere here, I think. So freaking many of them. Maybe we can just do some zombie farming. Like the whole army of them. Where's the hole? No. Spotted a hole and now I cannot see it. Okay, there's an entrance. Yeah, that's one of the best ones. Yeah. This is not the best one. I'm coming to a zone full of zombies without good anti-zombie weapon. I'm going to get just decimated here by zombies. Let's at least try to slide in quietly. Okay, these are fences inside the prison. Prison inside prison. Get inside, you gotta find the entrance. Okay. We don't really have actually even like a gun. We don't need with rounds. Oh, nice. The first room, and I find things that I like. Okay, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we'll find something. Suppressors not in good condition. To just attract, to just kill all the zombies through the windows. But I'd prefer a knife or something. Another SKS. Mine's damaged, this one's badly damaged, but the rounds inside, they are not damaged. The rounds inside of them always stay pristine. So they would be always of the same condition in case of a external magazine, but internal magazines always pristine. Low insulation, low insulation. No, I think this place got to have a ton of clothing. Okay, this is like more interesting. That's like a oh, did I drop my... It's like a blinking gun, just for zombies. We find a magazine here. $1911. Okay. They check this one. Yeah, I did. Murder for hire. Welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's amazing. I think I'm already having issues here. Oops. Okay. Not really fair, but there's a lot of them and I'm alone. And I don't want to get sniped. No, murder for hire. I'm figuring out the problems with my rig. I'm figuring out just problems with my rig, going to be swapping different pieces. So far, swapped only the CPU, but again, that's only for testing, figuring things out. So it's more just fixing than building. Okay, I'm not picking that up. Not interesting. Oh, 2 pristine big ACOGs. Insane. Does this place even have guns that would take ACOGs? But cool, congrats with the new rig. Congrats with the new rig. Oh, I see. No, I delete my well, I delete my streams, so I keep archive that's like 2.5 years deep for OBS. It's OBS recordings. And half a year, maybe 8 months deep for shadow play, but that's something that I can delete like any second, and would delete if needed. I need this 1911. So, but the settings and whatnot, OBS, things like that, that's all backed up. Source files. Oh boy, yeah, that's very painful. That's extremely painful. So that stuff I have backed up. Not like the best, the most recent backup of everything, but I have backups. Yeah, So yeah, I know it can be painful, but so far I've been lucky. So my problems here, they are only related to the processing power of the PC, not the storing power of the PC. Okay. Oh yeah, badly damaged, crap. I gotta start throwing something away. Okay, this goes away then. I can fix this knife. Good, yeah. I should do something like that, but even though I have working NAS, badly damaged NAS system and whatnot, I haven't automated it. Okay, this goes away. I got the automated. Oh, empty? No, not empty, just one round. I gotta automate everything. Okay, let's fix the knife and ditch the hatchet. I don't really like it. Takes too much space. Wireless NAS. I see. Yeah, I don't really trust wireless that much. So I'm thinking about figuring out 2.5 gig situation for Ethernet between my PC and NAS. But that's really on the back burner. Not going to deal with it anytime soon. Nate lapped. Well, I mean, technically it's, as far as I understand, it still stores everything in 2 folders, presets and then scenes. So you just copy them. Things wired myself. Yeah, I keep things wired too. And this one badly damaged. Okay. These pants badly damaged. Okay. There's a ton of loot in here. But still not enough to just shoot all the zombies. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. And when if I start shooting, more of them will spawn. And it'll be like, I don't know, 25 something. Okay, let's take it. Murder for Hire, that's the new one, that's a hull. Well, we still have this thing in our inventory, but I got to ditch it, I think. I will have to ditch it. Doesn't have any sense without magazine. Yeah, Frostbite DLC, but the map itself is called Sahal. Medium insulation, better than no insulation. Any shotgun shells? 4. Haven't played DayZ in years. Well, I sometimes would end up doing like sort of kind of breaks, but absolutely unintentional. I would just end up being busy or something, and I would end up streaming just a little bit of Joe Gesser every day. And then after a while I'd realize that it's like, it's been a month. Something. That's like deja vu. Other devs like updating the game. Ah, Science of People. That's Science of People. It's literally on threshold, this pistol. Sahals what's for sale. Well, plus some cold stuff that technically they didn't have anything cold. They didn't have any cold maps. Namalsk, everybody knows about Namalsk, but not the console players. So they are not just selling Sahal, they're selling some gameplay mechanics related to extremely low temperatures as well. They fixed the night? Yeah, okay, it's good. Okay, what's in here? Probably just nothing. Well, another bushlat. No fire barrel. So the movement doesn't look smooth. It's kind of a little bit choppy and should be even choppy for you. That's because of... I explained what. Because of the CPU. The weaker CPU running OBS settings for stronger CPU. All that is included in the base map. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's sort of kind of Namalsk idea. Namalsk actually, default Namalsk, I think it's more hardcore than Sahal. So there's that. There's a ton of ACOG scopes, but nothing to attach them to. Okay. I think it's time to leave the place. I could feel it even without knowing any numbers. Though I haven't played Namalsk in a while. I'd prefer Sahal to be colder, to be a little bit more hardcore. But that can be fixed just by adjusting the server date, I think. Here's the hole, I knew there was one. So that's the mountain in the north. The mountain is in the north. And we are currently here. This is Звездный никель, star nickel. Star nickel. This is a mine, I think. This is dull, this is sharp. I mean, it's probably peaks. Dull peak and sharp peak. Tupой and Ostry. So, should I go to Lysogorovka? So that's where the valley goes with hot springs. So been to this place, been to this place. A long time ago been to this base. Never been to this place, this place. So then I should get back to the road. Make no mistake, good evening, welcome in YouTube chat. So far, yes, I'm winning. The PC hasn't crashed yet, so that's a win. Is this the right road? Yeah, it goes somewhere in the woods over there. Wait. Don't get it. So I'm not using external maps to figure out Sahal, but I'm going to tell you that even just having this opportunity to find and use an in-game map, that like helps it immensely. Well, yeah, this is the road to Lysagorovka. Not winning, dominating. Yeah. Well, yeah. I got a stream for more than 2 hours, that's for sure. Though I'll need a break. Something to drink. Wait a second, there's a power line that should be on the map. Where does it go? Is this the power line? That's kinda stupid. It doesn't have concrete base. It should be a line. It should be a line, but I think this is it. This is the power line in that's how they show a power line in these parts. It's interesting, there's like a settlement here. Jaggers are coming clutch here, yeah. Oh, hi. Here we have a hole. And the road, yeah, it follows the road. So let's get to the place called Lysagorovka. I think, yeah, the dotted line was fenced. See, it has like base, but it's not solid. And the map shows them as like something solid, almost the same way as a building. By the way, we are loading the CPU pretty seriously. Let me take a look at my thermals. Hardware info. Start. Close this. It's in Russian, but okay, I can show you my thermals. So pretty decent on the CPU, but the CPU is nothing special at all. And plus I'm running it on a system that doesn't understand the difference between P cores and E cores. So, and now we're getting 30%. The max was, well, we can just keep it in the background and take a look a little bit later if it goes any higher. Oh, crap. I forgot to close Stable Diffusion in the background. All this time Stable Diffusion was running in the background, but it was, I think, idling. It doesn't do a lot when it's idling. It might be consuming some memory, but some VRAM. But I think like Reforged that I'm running was really consuming anything. Reforge or Forge? Forge. Just Forge, not Reforge. But yeah, all this time I was running actually a neural network in the background. It's like a monument. Sec. So yeah, there's a lot of names on these flags. Unreadable though. This is readable. Если бы о них забыл, то Бог на небе забыл бы обо мне. People! That's a memorial for the Leaves. People of Livonia who died in these lands. So, remember all the Leaves who left in these lands. Shall they shall they rest in peace? So that's people from Livonia who ended up here, probably in like in a Gulag system. That's because memorials like this, they are usually for the Stalin's repressions. So Sakhal's connected to Livonia. Now we know. So probably during Stalin's time there were like mass deportations. Oh god, that's a zombie. From Livonia. That would be not quite obedient land, I would say. Probably just by the look of it. Zombies are guarding this place. Can we just go around? Okay. And the knife's way better than just a hatchet. What's that? Trying to confuse me? So, by the way, you can snipe people in this village, Lisagorovka, I think it's called, from that ridge over there. It's possible to see them flanking. Yeah. Hi there, people. Yeah, I think they're ready to meet me. Oops. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea to use the main... Ah, crap. To use the main entrance. They kind of are getting ready. Oh, cold, but edible. At least something out of it. And we are getting cold as well. Hunter pants. Low insulation here. But it's badly damaged. Okay. I think they kinda updated them. They don't offer highest insulation possible anymore. So, and we need some fire. Some firewood. Good place to make a fire. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I pretty much observed the person doing that myself. Observed the person doing that. I am doing it with my just bare hands. 2. Would it be enough? I hope so. Not really for a long time. And I'll probably be gone before the fire just burns out completely. So this is not even frozen. But we haven't seen any food. So can we get... Is it going to be 3 pluses with these clothes or 2 still? My inventory is a mess, but again, we're just testing things. Don't leave the vicinity of the fireplace. I don't even have all my guns on the hotbar properly. Only 6 rounds? I thought I had more. How did I end up with only 6? Did I ditch it accidentally? This is like 5 rounder. So needs 1 more in it. With this set of weapons we actually can go to the mountain. I think I had 2 with like 5, 6, 7 rounds on them. I think I accidentally ditched one instead of unloading it. But yeah, many were empty. Okay, let's do this. Oh, it's too late. One had 3. Okay. Misremembered it. Done. Still 2 sticks burning inside. Does this thing jam? It's semi-automatic, so technically it can. But it's internal magazine, so... Why can't I climb? Yeah, I can. Oh, 3 pluses, nice. That should be burning. Okay. Time to leave the place. Maybe if we can find some food here. So in terms of hunter jacket, medium insulation, pristine, they changed that. Used to be all the best insulation. Damaged tracers, no thank you. This is like my long range. Don't need it to be tracing anything. There's like a lumber mill down there. Ow! Aren't you too fast? So, can you just climb this and get to the roof? Yeah, the overhangs DayZ doesn't really do them right. Plus there's it's sloped, so I guess maybe that's the reason too. Well, a little bit of parkour is possible here. Ow. Oh, my bushlat needs some love, needs some work. Literally, your clothes keep you alive in Sahal. Well, I mean, not as much as in Namalsk, but I think in Namalsk it's kinda a little bit easier to stay warm in your clothes if you have good ones. No fire visible anymore. Oh, the red fence. Nice looking house. Standard model, but updated. Ooh, yeah. Mouse, good evening, welcome. In YouTube chat. What's wrong with my PC? DayZ would crash. Either DayZ would crash every 20 minutes, or the whole PC would just start behaving extremely crazily and would eventually blue screen, but not immediately. After 2 hours of not just playing games, not just playing DayZ, but streaming DayZ. So that's what I've been dealing with. Tried lots of things, but it's either a faulty CPU, thanks Intel for that, or something else. Maybe that. Oh, nice looking army pouch. Oh, food. Come on. So, not enough pressure, for example, from the custom. What are you? Blaze. Oh boy. Well, I don't have rounds. I cannot fix it. I cannot clean it. I don't have a scope. Mouse. Well, yeah, I'm currently getting like 40 something frames in here sometimes. So there's, well, I mean, that's another CPU. So what I'm testing right now, I swapped the CPU and I'm just figuring out if it was the CPU. But again, to swap the CPU, I had to unscrew and screw in back the socket retention bracket. So if it was just unscrewed, if it was not properly pressuring the CPU, then now it does. But it's a different CPU. So, and this is a temporary CPU anyway. I mean, this is the CPU for my second machine. The machine that I wanted to have as a spare one, as a machine for experiments, as a machine for occasionally running another instance of Unread on it, as a machine for oh, there's a base. Okay. You look at that, gonna get you. They still do it. But somebody managed to break through. How do they? Is it even possible? Is it an exploit? Look. Freaking hell. Can I reach? Well, I cannot reach. Mouse. I'm from Russia, and I'm in Russia, and I've always been in Russia. There's like 4 of them really stacked together. I don't think they count in crates and storage. I think they would count on players maybe, but I don't think they count storage. And there's another one over there. Absolutely insane. It's not supposed to be possible to place them this close to each other. It's not supposed to be stacked. Seymour, good evening, welcome. So my rig was 13700K, 64 gigs of DDR4, and RTX 3090, and then NVIDIA Tesla P40 and a bunch of drives. Now the CPU is temporary 12600K. Well, yeah, probably you're right. Gonna get you. Probably you're right. But the base has been, well, I mean, somebody been trying to get inside. This is the first time I see Nightbot in my YouTube chat. This is literally the first time I see Nightbot in my YouTube chat. Insane. Ooh. Tracer scrap. That sounds like water. But it probably was just a tree. So, it's been 2 hours of running the game. Well, I'm counting the time spent in the main menu in the beginning. So far, so good. There's no thank you. Mouse, the politics, we don't discuss politics in my streams. That's it. With extremely rare exception, because I can do it, but it would require me to stop playing the game. I cannot like talk about that stuff seriously. I would need to bring up articles, videos and whatnot. So, and that's a different type of streaming. Political talk shows that I can do, but I won't do because I'm here to play games. Every day my life is pretty interesting right now. I don't talk to a lot of people these days. It's crazy that pretty much there is definitely no political small talk around here. But again, on top of that, I just simply don't see a lot of people. Which I, to be honest, don't mind at all. So I cannot say that I'm an extrovert or an introvert. I don't know. Probably more like an introvert, but one thing for sure, that during the coronavirus times, during the lockdowns, I was absolutely okay. Not a single problem with just staying at home and not going anywhere. Not a single issue. Oh, hunting knife. Good condition, let's grab it as a spare. This goes away. Still frozen. Do I need this? I didn't take any 1911s, so time to ditch the mech. This is just holding the rounds for this one, but it's not like I'm going to use a Scorpion if I find one. And this one offers high insulation, so the white ones, they are still pretty good. The ones that are not white, they seem to be like summer variants or autumn variants. Yeah. So I'm not sure if this is like the right one. The white ones, yeah. Oh. And they all gathered to say goodbye to me. Okay. Box of shells for Veiga. Where? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Am I blind? Not seeing any boxes anywhere. Ooh. Almost invisible for me. Yeah. Very well spotted, gonna get you. Didn't see it in my inventory either. Okay. I want to start shooting. Okay, that was almost a miss. Hey. Oops. Oops, miss. The second one was supposed to be a miss. We are kind of going towards the mountain, but I cannot... Let me figure out the direction. Let's hide in the woods somewhere. So this server actually has players, but probably not right now. But that's like... It's just a random community server with good ping that I joined to test if the game is working. The streaming, the game is working. Oh, and I need food. So we got to do some hunting. I have a little bit, but I guess that's not going to be enough. So the map. So we are currently here. And we are looking at the volcano. But we got to go probably in this direction. So interesting that I've only been to like these places. And then what's between them and Petropavlovsk and this place. So, for example, I think these settlements here, or like these settlements here, that's an airfield. I didn't even see that. And this is a big town. So all these settlements, I'm kinda, well, I just don't go anywhere even close to them. So the volcano's over there, and we need to go not to the volcano. Unless we want to find some wolves, bears, and maybe that scientist. Ice. Sound of ice. So this is the road that goes to a place called Iturup, which is not a Russian toponym. That's like probably local toponym. I'm not sure. And there's nothing here, really. Just a couple buildings. So that scientist is usually somewhere here. That's the base. Yeah, the first time I played this map, I ended up here. Okay. Should we try to go to the volcano? Or should we try to go somewhere else? It'd be nice actually to meet doggies now. That'd be really nice. The meat you cannot really eat if you don't want to get parasites. Time to find the suitcase. Well, I mean, I don't think I will ever return to this server. So I'd prefer to find doggies. One of the name of the Kuril Islands. Yeah, I know, but I don't think the toponym itself is like Russian language. That's what I meant. I think it's one of the maybe like indigenous names. Yeah, no matter where I go, I end up going towards the volcano. Okay. So be it. This is still frozen. So because Iturup doesn't mean anything in Russian. And it doesn't sound like it means anything in Russian. Oh, and water. Oh, crap. Okay, and I don't have any water vessels. Yeah, that's going inland for you. But there are springs on the other side of the mountain, I think. Let's get to safety. Take a look at the map. Oh, there's a house. Nice. And another house. Barely can see them. Generator. Imagine having an outhouse in this climate. At least it's not minus 27 degrees Celsius. Tracers. Why do we have tracers in here? Do hunters use tracers? Well, but just the fact that you'd need to go outside, especially if it's like minus, well, minus 30 in winter for these lands, it would be normal. Or like crazy blizzard. Not with minus 30, of course, degrees Celsius, but and you have to go outside in the darkness just to take a leak or something. Okay, so I don't want to go to Iturup. Oh, Lesogorovka actually had a well. And we are in Iturup. Amazing. Thunderjack as well. Yeah. So from here we got to cut corners if you want to go over there. No water sources around here. I didn't know that Lysagorovka actually had a water source. There's one here at Dolinovka. And of course nothing around the mountain. It's like the best thing would be just to go back. I don't like going back. Yeah, gonna get ya. I haven't done that a lot. Where I grew up, there was not a lot of nature around there. On here, I might end up needing to eat snow. So and that I don't want to do. Gun. Normal sewing kit. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. Anything in the car? Not checking under the hood. Another sharpening stone. Well, let's just take a fresh one. A rope. So the road's somewhere over there. I think according to the map, right? Yeah. Two, three, they were tracers, I think. So I didn't take them. Plus, I have a box of tracers already. Here's the road with a power line or telephone line. So I am going back. Doesn't look like I'm that far away from the antenna base. Domed antenna base. So we will have to at least drink the food. Maybe this thaws off at some point. So yeah, so somewhere over there. Somewhere over there the water source is, the spring. That's a trail that goes specifically to this place. The water source is somewhere in here. It should have a trail going to it. Either the CPU or the retention bracket. Hard to tell, but I will try to figure it out. I have a new motherboard that's better than the old one. So, and I'll try to use it. What's in the middle of it? Oh. Look. There's toys. I haven't noticed it yet. It's like toy cars, toy models. With the same stuff ruined. But Marinova. Not sure what's the fourth letter. So gonna get you. Yeah, it seems to be working, but again, 2 hours 30 minutes just one time. It's not really a test, so there will be more gameplay tomorrow. Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's like the same stuff as with that submarine model in the docks offices, where the docks are on the military peninsula. By the way, they're going to add new land in the new update, which is nice. They're adding a whole another peninsula. So, but I really hoped for maybe fixing the server browser issue. If it's what has been hitting me, the server browser issue. It's kind of hard to tell what they meant. Oh, now I'm cold. Now I'm like really cold. Okay, I'm not going to Iturup. Or should I go to Iturup? Okay, I guess I should go back to run in between two places. So I hope they fix the server browser issue. So maybe the fact that I couldn't see the servers, it was DayZ related, not network connection related, not my connectivity to the central Steam server that keeps all the game server info. So maybe there's that. And I hope... Oh boy. Okay, we have a server restart. I thought it happened again. Okay, I still have a little bit of time, so short break. We will continue, but not for long. Yeah, not the PC. So some clips for you, some AFK time for me. Just want to, well, have a cup of water and be right back. Gonna get you. Thanks for jumping in, and hope to see you again soon. You have a good one. So, and I'll be back in a sec.
That is, you're such a bad shot, man. I'm not even trying.
Did you shoot at me? Okay, I'm keeping watch on the east side of the hill. The guy's here. The guy's here, right in front. He's hit. He's down. No, no.
Kannst du mein scheiß Internet durchfahren?
Did you get him? Oh shit, I almost ran in front of you.
He went right over the road.
Okay, back to real-time DayZ if we can. If the server is on. Or if the server is still down, we will probably switch to another one. Server still seems to be... Huh. Some authentication issue. Okay. Let's try again. If it doesn't work, then we are going to another server. This time it worked. And by the way, my thermals. So the max temperature that we saw was 68 on P-Core 3. That's the max temp registered so far. There's actually a problem with DayZ. I noticed it earlier when I was playing and not streaming it. So I was getting again pretty low FPS numbers, staying in just on the coast of Chernarus. But at the same time, the CPU barely was loaded, like 15% or something. But the GPU was barely loaded, like 45% or something. And FPS would be like 50, at times 60. Wouldn't go all the way up to the max with max GPU load. So CPU is not properly loaded, but that's normal for DayZ. But at the same time, the GPU wasn't properly loaded. DayZ is a strange game if it's a DayZ issue. So where's that place? Going to start the firing here, get warm and keep moving towards the volcano, since we are going anyway towards the volcano. It's like a magnet attracting us. This house has better fireplace, but it's more in the open. Oh, I don't need light bark. I just need a couple of sticks, literally just a couple. Nothing fancy. Hey. Aha, already managed to show it in there. Didn't even notice myself. Some rags. Kindling, just to not use my kindling. There. So this can has been in my pocket for quite some time. It should unfreeze pretty fast. Be ready just in a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, couple seconds. Blistering. Blistering. Plus is already returning. My inventory is a mess, but whatever. Scorching. That's the right temperature. So I will have probably to kill and cook a couple bears. Though you cannot eat meat, but you can eat fat. Can fix the heat pack. Why not? Does it give any insulation? Worst insulation, yeah. Pretty much zero. Cold. Oh, almost ready. Chilly. Just a little bit chilly. And going to get warm. Yep. Let's eat it warm. Probably it's time to take a look at my shoes. Maybe they need some fixing, some love. I've been running in them from the coast. No, still worn. Well, these are pretty good sneakers. Gotta give them that. Yeah, the food, this food's definitely not enough. Pluses and not moving. Okay. So let's just run there and maybe what's that? Oh, it's a shadow. Shadows in games. Insane. Some ruins here. A couple more houses. Well, we need food, one way or another. Been pretty much surviving on zombie loot. Oh, yeah. The base. These people, even though it's low pop, definitely has some stuff going on here. Well, these rounds, by the way, I have a pistol that uses them. They are 3 rounds in good condition. New roll of duct tape instead of the old one. It's kinda getting even colder. It's blizzard now. Okay. So the Suturu place, that's in real life is an island of itself. Seems to be kind of pretty sparsely placed, the houses, I mean, pretty far apart. So we have bases on this server, and I don't expect to find like a car anywhere. Already been taken. Cooking pot, do we need it? Yes, we actually do need it. We do need it. Gonna be empty for now. Then I'll fill it with something to save room. Again, where's the volcano? The volcano was not over there. Yeah, that's where the volcano is. Probably not the best weather to climb mountains. Just in case there is a bear somewhere. Okay, yeah. Pretty much. That's the road that goes... Wait. That's this road. So we need to go on the other side pretty much. Again, not that I really need that spark plug, but I know that the case will have 2 water purifying bottles, and you can drink snow with them without any problems anytime you want. So I think they're kind of like not big, 1/4 of a liter, I think. And they would, of course, they have resource. And I know one thing, don't try to use these water purifying bottles on water from hot springs. The hot springs, I mean, the ones you would get warm next to. So that will just ruin the bottle in one go. It's way easier to find just a snow patch. I never actually tried to climb the mountain to the very top. Maybe should try to do that. Maybe it's warm in there. When you need wolves, doggies or bears, they're of course nowhere to be found. So first that small scientific base, the side of the mountain, and it's always farther. It's just model not loaded. It's always farther, at least for me, than it would seem. That's the road with the dead scientist. Here's the base. The base you need to visit because of the keys. There's nothing to do to visit that scientist if you don't have the briefcase keys. 11. Here we have keys. Always here. This door. You can close this door. More keys. And nothing else, unfortunately. Red bunny. The scientist somewhere over there. But let's climb the mountain. I've never done it. If it was DayZ 0.62, it would have been impossible to do. Not because of like glitches and bugs and whatnot. It just would have taken so long that people would just give up. Would have been just giving up on this, because in 0.62 climbing was hard. Oh crap! Now we are in serious trouble. We will have to go to the coast after the dead scientist. I didn't think it was that bad. Oh. Here we go. That's a huge crater. Oh, maybe we could get warm down there. Are we getting pluses or are we losing them? What we are losing health for sure. Oops. That was probably a little bit too hot. Or maybe the gases are poisonous. Fortunately, no. Oh. Okay. And I can eat what? Snow? The chair? I can eat the chair? I don't think I'm going to. Thank you. Doesn't look that tasty. Base down there, right? Hard to tell without optics. Yeah. So the scientists, I think the scientist would always spawn if you just give it a little bit of time. The same situation as with the stones on trails and with apples and, well, fruits under the trees. It pops up, but not immediately. Oh, cool. Is that scientist next to the pole? Or is it just a rock? It's just a rock. Scientist is probably a little bit, yeah, a little bit farther should be. If it's here. Well, maybe not today. Anyway, I think we got to go to the coast if we want to survive. Yeah, the scientist is not here. It's usually on this piece of the road. Poor guy couldn't make it any farther. So So we need to get to the coast in order to survive, and actually having this rope still on me, that's a very good thing. There is food down there, but maybe if only animals. I have like what, 1+ left. Oh boy, that's gonna be hard. Not deadly, but pretty damaging, let's put it that way. Gonna lose quite some health. Left the coast a little bit too early. Well, I mean, I haven't seen a single animal, and I didn't exactly try to hunt. I heard, I think, some goats on the coast, but yeah. Getting down there before it's too late. Careful, careful, careful. Like 2 lines going up. Is it another shadow? Now it's snowing really densely. Oh crap, the microphone's muted. I don't know how. Wellies, amazing. Okay. Swoff, thank you for telling me. I'm not sure how and when it happened. And I'm just going to cook it right here. Because I'm that desperate. Oh yeah, we had fire. Oh. Locked already. Next to the police station, yeah, that's like asking for serious troubles. Assemble the... the hook goes away. Disassemble, break down. So the microphone was muted all the time. Refabic or Refab 11K. Did you hear me talking? Because I was talking all this time. Come on. In there. So, go. The cooking pot, probably. Figure out the cooking pot issues later. For now, we just need to start cooking the fish. Very quietly cut it. Start the fire. Hope the matches are okay. Okay, now the only thing we got to do is wait. Ooh, remaining 35. That's not a lot at all. They take some vitamins. Good evening, Kitten Foods in YouTube chat. We're done with the worms. Now we are cooking. Cooking with actually not with gas. And it'll be hot, yeah. So we'll have to wait additionally for it to get you go here, for it to get for it to cool down, to get to the edible temperature. The zombie outside attracted by the smell of our fishes or what? Finally the shoes got damaged, but I'm keeping them. I like them. Let's not burn this. Now we just wait. Maybe a little bit with the fish, a little bit outside of the zone of heat being emitted by the stove. Just give it a second to cool down. The one seems to be already almost done. The right one is smoking less than the left one. Here we go. We can eat it. And the next one is just in a couple seconds. So, are we good? Are we good? Oh, we are even overheating now slightly. And come on, come on, come on, come on. Kill that zombie. That's a prisoner zombie. Yes. Edible. Now we can leave the town and do some proper fishing somewhere outside, because this is not safe even on a low pop server. And I'm not going to loot it because I feel like that's not a great idea right now. Well, maybe a couple houses. There's a tree on that roof. Okay, I'm going to break into it. In Petropavlovsk, I was able to find actually some serious foods in these buildings, but not here, I suppose. Aha, yellow. Oh, okay, gotta remember that these kinda smaller two-story apartments, they can offer... They have fireplaces. Keep forgetting which ones actually would have fireplaces. Full of duct tape? No, thank you. I have a feeling that I'm not going to need more than one. Is this one locked too? No. Yes. That's frozen. Oh crap, okay. Same problems over and over. Cannot eat it right away. A high-Q building in here. So, I am leaving the place. Maybe going in the wrong direction. There's no wrong or right direction. Oh, there's a statue of the General Guba, I think his name is. A general from Arma 2, if I remember it right. Supermarket. All I add. Interesting. These patients of the medical center ended up being pretty far away from it. Yeah. Ah, been there, done that. died on this hill actually. So I don't have that many hours on Sahal, but this place I know. There's a little bit more zombie than I anticipated. Oops. Oops. They are hard actually to deal with them like that. Okay, one by one, please. One by one. It's hard for them to climb here. Okay. Oh no, got stuck again. Okay. The helmet's protecting him. Damaged my bushlat. That one got stuck for good. Stop moving your head. Empty. Ow. Ow. Okay. 3 zombies did a lot of grief. Damaged everything on me. And, well, my health was already pretty low. Well, lower than max. Okay. Then the west. Okay, everything is in good condition. I think somewhere here would be not actually, well, yeah, not bad. Very visible from there. Of course, visible from there. Well, for fishing, that's not bad. For fishing. But for starting a fire, that's not going to be good. Okay, we need just a long stick. We need just our pristine rope. Still, it's nice that you can disassemble your improvised fishing rods without damaging the rope. Then a little bit more wood. Here we go. Then improvised hook. One goes to the fishing rod. Another one in my pocket. The knife. Oh, the gloves damaged. That's because of the bush. My bad. fix the knife, don't want it damaged. Ah, badly damaged it was already. Okay. And again, our standard way of doing things: a couple worms and a couple of tries to catch something. Couple of atoms. Hard to get the worms though. And another worm. Okay. Let's see how hard it is, because I think I've only tried this fishing with improvised wooden hooks a couple times, but they have like some sort of debuff, and when I saw the numbers I thought that the debuff was pretty serious. It's sort of kind of luck debuff, so it's like about the probability to catch it. So it would just take more time. Here we go. Got one. Oh, this one's big. This one has actually caviar in it, which is nice. Delicacy, unfortunately, really not a lot, like a teaspoon of caviar. Oh. And got another one. This one is just a standard fish. Don't need this. Let's get the rope back. Still pristine. Nice. So here we are. As for cooking it, let me take a look. There's just another settlement. But maybe if I wanted to go like a little bit inland and find a solitary house somewhere over there, secluded really. Take a look at the map. So we are currently between Severomorsk and Orlova. There's a water source here. Good. So like somewhere here. There is a house here, or is yes, it is a house. It's technically not that far away. But we need to first get to the water source and rehydrate properly. Okay. But we will do it the next time, because this is it for this day. So, the test. My PC has been crashing while streaming, and almost exclusively while streaming for quite some time. Today I changed the CPU because I suspected that it was CPU related. Like, thank you very much Intel for those faulty CPUs. So, and I just downgraded the CPU from 13700 to 12600. But that's what I got. That's pretty much what I got. So, and as you can see, it kind of helped. Another reason might be that maybe it wasn't entirely just the CPU. Maybe there was a problem with the socket retention bracket. So normally you would use like standard stock socket retention bracket that would keep the CPU in place, lock it in the socket, and apply pressure on it. But I use not a stock retention bracket. I use a special frame type retention bracket that supposed to more evenly put the pressure on the CPU, making it more flat, more even, the surface of the CPU, the surface of the heat spreader. So, and when I was swapping the CPUs, I noticed that the screws holding that frame, retention frame in place, they were kind of very loose. They're not supposed to be very tight. They're not supposed to be really tight at all. But they were, well, loose, really loose. So maybe that was the problem. And in this case, when it's kind of like sort of kind of on the edge of losing contact, thermal expansion during like high loads, that would be streaming and playing the game, maybe would just was pretty much doing what it was doing, causing the pretty crazy hangs and crashes and whatnot. So, but I will continue testing it. So tomorrow we'll just probably just play DayZ normally on the same system. And then maybe day after tomorrow, I will install the new motherboard, but I will put in the old CPU, 13700. So maybe we'll see if I just don't get really busy and forget about everything. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. It was really nice that we could play without a single interruption from my PC. So YouTube crowd, you know the drill. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you like the stream. So we kind of do stuff like this here. Sometimes it would be more shooting, sometimes it would be more dying, sometimes it would be like not DayZ but GeoGuessr. Really rarely it would be some other game, but what's the same, we try to keep things chill. So, and leave a comment if you want to say something. YouTube is great because you can comment any video, any stream. On Twitch you actually cannot. So, and Twitch crowd, you know the drill. We got to raid somebody, so let's find somebody to raid. Give me a short second, and we will raid somebody, maybe playing DayZ, maybe not playing DayZ. Just bear with me. Bear with me. So I'm following. Who am I following? This guy I have raided. Ooh, okay. Let's go to another. Well, Namalsk is not really hardcore. Namalsk is not really that hardcore. Let's go to a person who is playing the real hardcore server. Chernarus has fallen. Let's see if we can read the person. Yes, we can. Let's go and say hi to check in chat. We can chat. The link's in Twitch chat. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, they're surviving in the cold the same way. But the cold on Chernarus has fallen is like way colder. See you all tomorrow. Goodbye and good night.